Okay, might be live. Let's see. That's the wrong tab over there. Okay, yeah, we're live. We have audio. That's the wrong tab over there. Okay, yeah, we're live. We have audio. Yep, we got audio. Okay, and we're gonna now start the Twitch side. Hopefully. In theory. I might have to open it up in Firefox. Okay, I'll try opening it up in not the same IP. That seems to be causing a problem. Well, we'll see in a sec if this is working as intended. That's YouTube. What? Sorry, looking at my phone still. Okay, I'm actually looking at this error. I'm gonna play some music while I get things running. There we go. That's probably better. No, that wasn't fixed. We've recorded videos later of it, so it's technically running. I just don't know why it's giving me an issue. We're playing the wrong. That. Like the resolution wrong or something? Hmm. No, sorry, I'm just still trying to figure out why it doesn't want to work on Chrome or the side video here on Twitch. Yeah, it's gonna be scuff. That doesn't make sense. I should work on my phone. This makes no sense. Guess we could try Edge, see if it's on there. Oh no, no, I don't care about your update. Yeah, it doesn't work on Edge either. Clearly a problem on my end then. Ten by 6? Okay, it might be like the most ridiculous of issues possible. No, I actually have the right ratio. What? Unless the coder changed it. I don't know what that means. Okay, we're gonna pause the Twitch thing. See if I can miss the setting. Where's the... I actually don't know where the thing went. Oh, it's over there. It's just hiding. Off the screen, you guys can even see it. Apparently I can't see it either. Let's try that, actually. That magically works. That was not something easily specified in the documentation, but it should have been. Let's try a restart. No, that probably wasn't it. I figured not. So it actually does create it. I can actually see it after the fact. I just don't see it live. Oh, wait. That's live. Oh, okay, that was the issue. Just the encoder wasn't recognized. But it can do it after the fact, apparently. Which is actually good. I'm looking at my phone. Good, 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 good. Okay, okay. That was the issue even yesterday. Alright. Well, sorry for the 15-minute delay for the one or two people that want to do it. Watch this. I probably need to make timestamps in the future, but these are meant to be chill. So, we're going to continue making that VTuber game. I'm going to put links to this video, probably, and the other one in LinkedIn, or not LinkedIn, in GitHub at some point. First thing I kind of actually want to do, I want to check to see if anybody's commented on the GitHub, but I doubt it. So we're just going to check real quick, see anything's mentioned. Oh, okay, that's the wrong... Right, because I have it in Firefox. Yeah, don't my personal one to show up. We want the one that's in Firefox to show up, if we're going to look at it. Anyway, custom, yeah, parade. Let's see, no pull requests, no issues. Which I should have figured. I don't think anybody saw the first thing, and I don't think anybody's looking at Twitter. I'm gonna make sure one thing. I just closed it, so I gotta open it again. I saw the Dracoons file in there, and I thought I'd removed it before I committed, but maybe I didn't. So, I don't own that file, and I don't want that in my GitHub if I have put it in there by accident. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be in the GitHub. We will check. This. Yep. Good, it's on the other side. Okay, good. It's not actually in the import. We don't want that in the import. Yeah, we just don't want that file. Alright, now we're going to actually start. So, where we last left off was basically made a push square area, but I kind of want to change it. I had some time to think about how I might want to do the area 2D for just pushing things out of it. So obviously collision shape, that is actually the option I could go with. I could take his position, rotation, and scale, do the math on them, then push them to the closest direction. I can add the rotation in. I'm assuming that it's in radians in the background. So I can just take those radians and times it by whatever I have as a base for the 4 cardinal directions it goes. So we're going to get the closest in scale to it. Oh, wait, maybe not with scale 1-1 on all of them. Maybe the rectangular. Okay, we're going to have to take a combination of the position, and then we take the scale and size together, and that should get the right math. So I had time to think about it. So here we go. Boundary box. Yes. So right now we're only going to support collision shape 2D because I'm lazy. In the future we could include other points that push you far away from the center. So like the circle one, you can just determine, oh, you're this direction from the center, we push you that way just because you're in the box. And then we can also determine which box the player is actually in. We can look at collision shape 2D functions in Godot. I'm going to do that here. Because we don't care about that, and that. I just want to see if we can determine if a point is inside shape. That's what matters to me. Okay, that's what I care about. Well, we could do it math-wise. Say, is character's general shape inside of that? No, but then I had to either be precise on the absolute point, or I had to increase the width based on the... I guess we could do on that math, increase the width based on the character, and then just imply that they're in it. Well, we also had to handle angles doing that too. That's the more difficult part of the math. Okay. So I don't want, like, if we do multiple shapes, I don't want another shape to affect the math. That was my thought process behind it anyway. Maybe collision shape parent Scott is inside. This might have it. So there's mouse enter, mouse exit, so... Collision object 2D. Oh, right, does it say... No, it uses that. I'm gonna go straight to node. May not be as easy as I need it to be. Not that we needed this to be easy, but... I was hoping we could, like, individually get pieces. I mean, we could make a restriction so every one of them has a one required shape. That could be a restriction we could do in the code. I don't like adding restrictions like that. Oh, right, we can set the shape. Oh, wait, maybe shape has the methods we're thinking of. No, it doesn't. Or yes, it does. So we get the local transform. We get the shape. So, it might be too much. Just want to see collides. probably. So we test the first shape, we test the second shape, or we test the transform. That's the local transform. Then the shape. Oh, these two are the same. This may not be as easy as I need to be mentally, but hey, we'll figure it out. That's the main point, isn't it? Alright, well, back to Godot. So we know collision shape 2D. Alright, is that a thing between all shapes? Whereas if we go back to documentation, custom solver. No, I don't want. Oh, this is the abstract class. So at this point, we want to support the square one. Because we can then go circles. See, circles are one of the future ones we can support. Rectangular shape. That is the one we're looking for. And that is... yeah, it's all inherited variables. Oh. Okay. So we just take the X transform. Oh, being one. Take the X transform, I'm assuming, of the shape, and then we take the shape, and then we take the other transform, and we see if it's in there or not. I'm hoping I'm right on which transforms which. If we flip these, it may not matter. Well, it might matter. Well, we'll figure it out. Transform 2D includes scale. Yeah, origin, XY, vectors, with 2. So yeah, it's like vector 3 transform. Okay. So, complicated, but doable. So we can just take the transform, which also includes rotation of the X transform, actually. Determine if it's inside. So, we're gonna go through child, get child, oh, and get child. Inside PHP, we can't do as. What's that? Oh, it might not be right. Children. Okay. So collision shape 2D. Child is collision shape. We're gonna complain. Branch. Could you just class? I'm just gonna say which yeah will flood the input dialog. Okay. Definitely do not want to break it. Okay, so we have collision shape 2D, and child is probably going to be shape. Assuming that's right. Yeah, be shape. Frick. Angle, shape 2D. Else. So we can identify that a bit better later if we see a log spam. Child shape is that, and then we have a good continuation in theory. Trying to think what's next. Right. It would be child.shape dot collide. We'll take child dot transform and child dot I'm hoping it's its own shape. Actually, that is a good question. That with shape. Oh, let's transfer. We need shape. Is this a static function? Because it just calls itself. I don't know. I'm going to trust it at this moment. And we didn't want to have VS Code. We wanted to go to Godot. He's there. Child. Oh, not child. We want body at this point. And then we're going to apply its math. I don't know what's going to happen if we apply multiple of them. Yeah. That's a good question for myself. Huh. Not sure. Oh well. It'd be suck if it happens. So, now that we have that, and we could take the transform. Yeah, we could do that. We could take the transform. Then we can take the shape width and or X and Y. Hopefully it's got 2 local. Like shit does in 3D. Oh wait, that may not be a good decision here. Actually, we should do 2 local on body dot global position. No, body dot parent or get parent. That's what we want to do. And what do we get? Actually, we should just have parent at this point. Body parent. This body dot get parent. Get parent the Godot way. Because we probably actually do want that for real. Alright. So, we got the child transform. We gotta double check to see if there's 2 local on that. So, back to documentation. 2D. Okay. So. And I realized I probably put this in the wrong function. That's not what we want. So transform 2D. Good, we want that. Two local. 2. No. We had to do it on the node. That's fine by me, though. I can actually do it on the node. So back to Godot. So we should have that available then. Which that works for me. 100%. Yep. Oh, yeah, we need to store position local. Is that? That should also include the angle difference too, I believe. Well, I don't know if that matters too much here, but it is relevant. Yeah, it should be fine. And it also includes scale differences, so we can just go straight with the scale. I actually don't know if this scale is zero bound or center bound. As in it goes from 0 to that, or if it starts at the center and spreads out. I legitimately don't know. So we're going to go into our test thing here. Testing environment. Select one of these boxes. And change that to 10. Okay, it's center bound. Good. So we can take half of these variables, and then figure out if it's greater than or less than. So, we can just divide that by, or no, we don't divide that by 2. Our bounds equals. Oh, but we don't want to have a double push direction. We want to push towards the closest edge. Well, we can determine that, actually. We can determine if it's close to a positive or negative version of an edge. So, we got it. We can work with that. So, anyway. That would be child.shape. Size. Divided by 2, because we already know it. We'll just divide it by 2. Get the relative position of that. So, if position local.x is equals 0, then we're going to have an else on that. It's basically the same thing, but it's y. I almost want to make that one direction global, but we'll just do a vector difference. So we'll call this diff. Oh, right. Var diff vector to 0. Or we could just do 0. So we're going to do an absolute compare, but that's not the main point for now. Position local. I wonder if we do an angle to global. That would probably be the best solution. No, we can take position to global and then make an angle out of that. That works too. We know the solution either way. May not be the best math solution, probably no optimal solution, but we're not here for optimal. If we were for optimal, we'd be using C# or C++, not GD script, which is basically Python. Anyway, so diff .x equals that. You know, actually, we don't even need these statements. We could take position local. I just said I wasn't going to optimize, and then I do put optimize. So we can literally just do this, because I just realized it is local. We don't even need the edges, we just know if it's positive or negative. But that's a main point. So if absolute value of diff.x is greater than absolute value of diff.y, we would make diff.y equals 0. Else, diff.x equals 0. That's all we actually had to do. Now we have the angle, or the approximate angle. Now the question is do we do to global, or is there a scale version of to global? So, back to shape 2D. The to global. To global. This one had to local. Oh, we meant to go node 2D. We know what we were doing. Yeah, just see rotate, but that's for the internal object. And look at, but that's for the internal object. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep it a vector for now. Okay, difference, vector, vector. So, apply basically the same logic as the push box, but in this case, it's going to be that. So, we're going to take an A10 of that, have post to global results. So, diff will now equal, and actually put this on later there. Diff, and we can make that diff. Oh, wait. I realized a control issue. I'm thinking. Sorry about the dog bark. 1 sec. Okay, I'm back. Back. Anyway, taking the difference is we just know the direction we wanted to go now. Which would be like up, down, left, right, basically. We could still get. Well, we don't want to work with angle at that point. That's the problem. And we don't want to have the vectors without the change. Okay. Well, this isn't going to be too pretty, but I know solution. Single vectors. Vector 2. Actually, no. Child 2 local. Vector 2. The cosine. Body parent dot angle. The cosine or sine. Body parent dot angle. So now we have the angled vectors. And this would be the most obnoxious type of switch statement. Or actually, we don't even have to do this anymore. We can just add another if here. And if diff.x is greater than 0, we will just make angle vectors.x equal the same thing. But now, is absolute. So it was negative, it's now positive. And this would be negative absolute. Then we do the same on the other side, for y. Ta-da! We have exactly what we want. I'm going to take atan. Do we do angle vectors? Yeah, we're doing angle vectors. We're going to take atan of the two global. Let's see, child dot two global of angle vectors. So that should be it. Probably not the best solution, but it would work for what we're doing. Someone can come in and scream at me to GitHub that there's a better solution, but this is what I came up with on the stream, on the spot. I do not like how deep this gets. I want to separate this to another method. This is too deep. But we'll handle that in a sec. And is the other one that deep? Pushbox? Pushbox is relatively simple, just 2 layers deep, then a match that's 1 layer. 3 layers deep. It's fine. Now this is like maximum. We don't want this any deeper. And this could have alternate switches, so that's necessarily if statement. I don't like this to this statement this deep. Now we'll handle that in a second. We're gonna have this work first, then we refactor. Anyway, snake part, angle. We're not using snake part, we're using parent body, I'm pretty sure. Or body parent. Right, too few calls for atan 2? Shouldn't be. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Right, we need to have y and then x. Okay, that is probably our solution. Alright, we should actually test that out in the world of the thing. So we're going to just copy that. Paste a new one here. So you're going to move its collision shape. Or that's not the collision shape, that's the sprite. We want the collision shape. That needs to be unique. Okay. So we don't affect the other one when we shrink it. Alright, let's test it. We had the old code in there still. I forgot to change the script. That probably help a lot. So, the collision shape is a bit too forgiving. I mean, these are light collisions. I don't stop them from going in there. It's just, oh. That's what we call a syntax error. Child object's not supported in process. Oh, it's the sprite 2D. Okay. It's gonna cover up any other error we need. I'm gonna go with collision object. So if it's if it's not a collision shape, it is still a collision object. Now it winds. Oh, I forgot. It goes that way. Okay. Okay. Well, that gave me no errors, and it's just going through. Okay. Does collide work? Let's print that every frame it can. Well, it is true. So it goes through that, which means it should be doing something to the body parent. So, did we get our math wrong? Y, and then we have X, so that's right. X is greater. Absolute of X is greater than absolute of Y. We missed the X. Oh, actually, we want it to be this way. Because if it's a shorter... Or no way, it would be a larger one. No, it goes through the thing without it being affected. Well, it looks like it's lagging. Oh, that might be conflicting. Wait, which one is this in? Which class are we in? We are in bounding box. And we already have access to that, actually. I just didn't see because I'm blind and I forgot what I did the other day. Okay. Ignore that. And then there. Maybe one other location. Okay. This is why we read errors. And we aren't using bounds. At the moment. Actually, we might want to use bounds. We're going to subtract bounds. We have to pretty much do an absolute if we're going to do minus bounds. To do minus bounds, it goes the other direction. Well, that won't matter here in the map. Why is she barking? Well, I can guarantee the math's not right. Oh, did that not bounce off the edge there? Oh, it did. It's just the hitbox is a bit bad. I wonder. Nope. That didn't work as blended either. Hmm. I should mount this back the other way. So now this is negative. We actually want it to be positive. It's not be the one point closest to it, but also it could be negative. Yeah, we want that. Back this way. But the math's not even working here. So angle vector. Angle vector. Let's do go back to global. That should be affected because every path affects it. Unless this code change here fixes it, which that would have been funny if that's it. Nope. Not even affected. Okay, I'm gonna be printing out whatever the result is. Angle vectors. Well, it's doing math, but it's not zeroing one of them out. Or it doesn't zero them out, but it's still. It's not even doing an adjustment based on. If I'm doing an adjustment, it notices it, but. Oh, there's the negatives. Oh, they should all have been negative or positive, though. Not birds were adjusting. We need to have an actual result. It didn't flip to positive there. It should have flipped to positive. That is bizarre. Because it should be detecting, hey, we hit the top there, and it should be flipping the angle and then flipping it back through that. Angle vectors are the right variable, right? We take the two local of the vector cosine and sine of the angle. They're the right angle vectors. I mean, even if this was technically wrong, it should be like on left or right, bounce or not, or something like that. Huh. I'm not sure what I did wrong in my math yet. Obviously, my math is wrong, I'm just not sure how. So we have 8, 10, 2. We convert those angle vectors back to global, and that was originally in opposite of local. Maybe we got at least Y wrong? Or that's X. Always assume Y is wrong, because I mix up OpenGL and Vulkan on that. Well, it seems to like it, still, or not like it in a good way. Okay, we're gonna test the position. It can't be changing the angle. Unless we're not using the right. Oh no, then the character's moving weirdly. If that was what I thought it was. That's not how you spell angle. Snake. An angle. If it's exactly the same, that's not working right. Okay, now let's have the math. What the? Okay, it doesn't look like it changes. Yeah, because that post change is the same. Oh, it's negative. What? You did pick up the right variable, right? Not regular jacket, we want push box. Snake part. Angle. Well, we know the one for the work you wanted. So why not here? Why not here? We're gonna just make it all negative. So now we can't go into it, theory. But we just did. And we just did again. Okay, well we can't go left and right in theory. And we just went right. We go left. Okay, and yet it hits those perfectly. Wait. Wait, oh my... Oh... I didn't catch that. I didn't catch it was undoing the math. Math was probably right. Oh, okay, so if it's positive, they're likely on that side of it, and we don't want them to go into it. Same for that. And that should be a Y. And same for that. I'm hoping. Y am I mixed up? Okay, we mixed up Y. Or we fucked up. We fucked up. Still. No, we didn't fully fuck up. Just mostly fucked up. Okay, we're gonna try and make that transparent. So we can see exactly what's going on. Visible, is there a transparent moderate vector? No. No. There. Now we can see exactly what's going through it. So you can walk perfectly through that. So we need to flip X and Y problem. Bounced off the center. Probably not meant to do that. That's weird. Probably because we're using absolute values. Or its bounding box is wrong and it's actually top corner up there. I'm trying to think the bounding box is top corner up there. Alright, well, oh, oops. We're not using VS Code. Okay. Remove the divide by 2 on that. I'm going to assume it's top corner now. Which means these absolute functions may not even help. Because now it's only positive. Oh, no, what? Now it's just acting weird. Okay, maybe it is. Or wait, closest edged. We might want to just flip those first. Oh yeah, that almost works. No, it didn't. Why is the fourth cauldron ignored? And that gets pushed through. That's weird. Okay, clearly my math's wrong on something much earlier on the absolutes here. Maybe it doesn't need that. Seems to think topic is off. Maybe unironically needs a plus. It's not going as planned. Let's move these post-chain BS things, because I can see visually what's going. So let's first see what position local actually is on this. .27 leaving on that side. 10.9. Okay, so what's 129 leaving on that sprite? Is that half or is that full? I'm looking at the noise texture. It's half. And we enter from the negative side? Yes. Okay. I'm not getting exact math, but because it's filled with a bunch of junk. It's fine. We got what we wanted out of that. So now we know the answer to that part. So we can divide this by 2 and still get accurate results for positive and negative in theory. So, yep, I like that. So, with absoluteness, this is the distance from the center. But we don't want to go off the center, we want to go off of corner. This is the top or the right, or the bottom, which would be absolutified, or this over here, absolutified. So we can pretend the center gets shifted up by the child distance. So it would be minus position local. No, not position local. Bounds.x minus bounds.y. So now we know which bound they're technically closer to. So if they're closest to the x bound, we want them to do x. And if it's a positive x, which means they're on this side of it, and this is the 0, and that's negative, we're going to go that way. And if it's negative, we want to go the other way. Same for y. Y higher number is bottom, we want them to go down. Y's higher number top goes up. So I think that's how we can flip y if I need to flip it. It just goes through. I just don't get how it knows. That makes no sense. That is not make sense. I actually wanted the editor, I just saw the option to change that. Oh, that's on the road. That's weird. I don't like it. Maybe if we do an inverse of that. Give us what we want. Just for the X for now. Shouldn't even bounce there. What the heck? Take the absolute of that. Bounce is divided by 2. We have the local difference. Position local. Take the child, take the body's position parent. For its local position. We have the bounds. I don't need to print bounds, just need to print difference maybe? I think we're already doing that, but I don't know. See, now it's working like it's supposed to right there. That's how it's ideally supposed to work. That's not. It should have gone like, oh, that's an edge. We have to bounce off that. Closest edge. I'm just not sure what I screwed up yet. Use X and use the Y. And the absolute center should be the center of that. And wherever the point is on it. I'm gonna use paint here. So, like, center of the square, or the rectangle, technically. So, we want to bounce right off of that. Or more like that. Oh, like that. Or we bounce like that. Or we bounce straight off of it. That's basically how I want to do it. So, we'll take the position of wherever they currently are. It could even be like right there in theory. And we subtract it by the corners. So for X, we subtracted. Oh, we took the absolute. We took this. So they end up being negative over here. Then for Y. Oh, I see the fuck up. Because Y can be very close to the center, or very close to the center. You want to go to the closest exit, which would go for. Well, let's just say it's a positive Y. The X is like right here. And we subtract it, and it's over here. And then Y, we subtract it, it's down here. So it'll look like the bigger number. The smaller number out of the two. We're going to be up here. Same issue. We want distance from this to that. So How do we calculate that? How do we get this from that to that? That's the question. So we want this x to be the smallest x and this y. So we can get the absolute value, which will flip whatever's over here to over here. That's fine. So we know this value. We know that value. So we flip it. What was wrong is we should have been taking bounds minus absolute of x. That's what we did wrong. So, theory, we might need to flip some code. Okay, so x and y are correct, it looks like. I might need some more precision. Or maybe it's not right. Okay. Okay. I don't know why it's even there. Okay, well, okay. Seemed right at the math. So we'll only go for the closest exit. It should be like an instant hit too. I can see Y being flipped, but I'm not sure about X. Bottom Y is working now, as intended, basically. Bottom X is working. Well, the top side isn't working. Because that should detect that I'm positive or negative, right? If I go the other way, well, it shouldn't be. That should be the line. I don't even know what's doing that for. That looks right math-wise. Just not sure what I did wrong yet. Left. I mean, I've obviously been messing this for a bit. Ugh. Okay. So, I'm gonna fix the math there. This looks correct. That looks correct. That's basically correct math-wise. Huh. Not sure at the moment. Because if we go... Because it ignores the top region, it seems. So whatever that top corner region, it doesn't work. Then there, we end up being pushed into the local corner. So for some reason, the top side and the left side just don't work for the respective parts. Bottom right corner works for both, so it will definitely work for both. And this entire, obviously the bottom right side works. It works as relative, because it should be bouncing, not deflecting completely. Because there it deflects completely. I need it to bounce. The edges bounce. The math there is different. It shouldn't be changing X. And there should be no angle, so it shouldn't be changing it. Angle vectors should not be equaling 0. Get a vector 2 out of that. What is the angle vectors? It should be actually the same because there is no angle on this. We haven't even tested that feature yet. So what is angle vectors? We've got too many print statements. We go to diff. So that's the only one that's actually there. So we go this direction, they should both be positive, right? And those numbers seem awfully big side side. Something's not right. Oh, I'm not. I don't know, I should be bringing them. Oh my god. I see the error. It's a big F up. Just wanted to have the angle difference. Oh, Okay, okay, so it's also adding position into what's supposed to be angle vectors. uh, hmm. Jeez, it can't took me that long to figure it out. So how should we handle this, I guess is the question. We keep using to local, or we want to do the math raw? Because I don't want to do math to undo math. I don't know all the... Say transform 2D's got options, because it might... have something we want actually out of that. Nope, that's not what we want. That's not what we want. We could just take the transform 2D, make the position 0, and then treat it that way. Or wait, does it have vector multiplication? Yeah, it does. Just do that after we set it to 0. And, or is it divide for 2? Oh, we'll figure it out anyway. So, how do I set position? I feel dumb. Sure, it's simple. Origin. We'll change the origin, sure. Just get an angle of their face and how that changes in the world. Not some weird math where it clearly throws a lot of force. Now, if we're right, it's just this. If we're wrong, we're going to do it from inverse. Well, that looks mathematically right. No, it doesn't. Yeah, we need to do it from inverse. Okay. And we need to actually restart the code. That's still wrong. Horrifically wrong. Guess we did it to the wrong variable because I'm extra pawn. Okay, okay. Yeah, I won't do it from reverse. No, maybe. Yeah. Actually, no. We're gonna do it last second if we need it. So, angle vectors. Which times if I transform instead of to global. We should bring this angle transform so there's no confusion. Alright, let's try that. Ta-da! The math is right now. Almost. Okay, it is right. We just came at the too sharp. Okay. Math was just a bit too complex initially. We need to check every step. Okay, good. Okay, we have that working. That is really good. Really, really, really good. Really, really, really good. I don't know what's going to do for overlapping ones. That's going to be obnoxious, but there shouldn't be a lot of overlapping in theory because they should just bounce right off. So it should be like, don't even get that far in. Okay, it is now time to start making another character today, which we were going to do. We need another character. We can't just be a mascot with just one mascot. So I want to make a Takadashi. Oh, that is system monitor. I do not want that. That's system monitor still. I thought I had an image. I apparently do not. Oh, well, I wanted to have an example image of what I wanted to make. Okay, I apparently closed the window for it. No, that's not what I want images. I actually want the Vtuber mascot. But that's not even what I typed. That's not even Ina from Hololive. There we go. Let me copy that. Okay, or we just make a new thing here. Yeah, we want to make this. We want to make this in a 32-bit format. So this is the thing we want to make. This is just a cute thing. Okay, so same as before. Same as we did the Doki Bird one last time. We're just gonna do this. Has a little halo, has a little that. So we're gonna try to draw a really rough outline here so we can get it right. Let's try. So we know it's got a little bit of that. Drawing a ghost almost. And it has two little ears. Yeah, it's not quite right. And it's also too high on the thing. Probably want to make that a bit more refined. So, yeah. Ears are part of it, so actually one of the ears is just to go right into it like that. And maybe a bit more refined here too. That might be too much. Let's try to redo the pattern down at the bottom. A bit slower this time. 1, 2, 3. Maybe not. Or we had it right before. So like that. As you can tell, I am not an artist. And I think the idea for them is they heal. It's like a healing thing. So maybe they put like little green orbs into the map and that heals your units. That could be what they do. So that, ooh, that actually kind of looks perfect. Actually, that is just kind of perfect. Not perfect, but one pixel over. I thought I removed the. Well, I didn't. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Yeah, I like that. And then we have room for the halo up here, which could just be single pixel ring. We'll add that in last. And actually, well, it should be separate. Want that in a separate animation layer, actually. So it's fine where it is now. Maybe I want to have a little bit less. Yeah. I know in the reference image I'm using, it has back legs, basically. But that'd be too confusing in pixel with my skill. It's fine. We got this. Make that a little bit more fluffy. Make this a little more fluffy. Yippee! Doesn't he look all happy? I think I like that. We could add like little blush. Oh, whoops. Probably not with that color, but have little blush marks. It's like a little Pikachu almost. It's not Pikachu. Just to be clear. It's this little guy. See? Maybe it needs to be a little more chubby. Like another layer pixel. Yeah, that's actually what we need. Alright, let's try to color it. Pick the base color here. That is perfect. Oh yeah, that is looking a lot more like it. Not perfect yet. I have that color wheel open. Why isn't it open? I actually want that to be black. Nah, we liked it better the other way. Nope, that's too much. Yeah, the eyes on rack could be perfect. I see some purple snuck out. Don't want that. So, probably should save that as a takodashi. Oh, we don't put any there. We won't put any textures. Let's see, takodachi. Alright, and I'm thinking, just duplicate this. We can maybe save as takodashi moved. Because they are going to be moving, so if we can just move that up like a pixel or two. Well, might look silly. We're going to see. Oh, and we probably want to remove that background, the white background. Well, we'll do that in a sec. What the? So, up, 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 up. I don't think I like it. Just 1 pixel is all we need. I have some feel of movement. I don't want it to look stupid. Yeah. I think that'll work. And we need to flood fill the background so it's all white. Oh, that's one fill. We need actually select color here. Yeah, we need to make sure it's override mode. And that's a bit too much. We want it to have no tolerance. Anti-aliasing on. It's still too much. Why does it keep targeting the... I don't want it to recolor, just the... Oh my goodness, it was right here. I thought it was that one. Okay. Okay, that looks correct. Now it's slightly affected there. That's probably good enough. Okay, now we're going to add a little halo and we're going to take one of these two. Actually, the one that's moving probably should have a wider girth. So, which one's moving? This is Takadashi move, this is Takadashi move. This is the moved one. Should probably. Oh, let's take a look at it. That's probably too much. Just want 1 pixel difference. Yeah. And actually not down there. And we messed up. And okay, it looks a little bit like a squid. I'm not good at art, but it works. Okay. We don't even do new, we can just do save as. Well, in the future, we can come back and make the halo animated, but I don't really have to go that far. It's a tiny little halo, which can't have 1 pixel wide, I think. So. Yeah, we could make a mechanic where they lose the halo if they take damage. So, I like that idea. Maybe color picker. Color picker. Let's have actual background. Wow, I should have swapped colors before I did that. And there, there. I think we need to have a few pixels higher. Oh, so we need like the base here, go up there, circle. So, maybe too much there. There. A little bit more wide over here, I think. A little bit less over here, so. I almost feel like it's another layer, so let's move up basically a pixel on the top part. No, it actually needs to be smaller. uh, It needs to be feel smaller at the bottom but wider at the top. It's closer here. It's almost more like a crown, unfortunately. That might be perfect if we... It's not perfect, but we like it. Maybe... Yeah, that would actually be the change I needed. I also realized it's probably not symmetrical, so it's like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What is symmetrical? It just doesn't look like it. No, that does not look like a circle anymore. It almost looks more like a crown. Okay. I want to keep it like that, probably. And then we're going to remove the rest of the Takadashi for this image, because we're going to have the halo separate. Oh, did not realize that there was a color grade on that gray. We're going to go and fix that, actually. That might explain why it was weird. Jeez. Okay, now we're going to go make the good little guy in Godot. So, anyway, in Godot, and it's actually over here as the file select goes up implementally. So, hello live, and then there be Hina. Takadashis? Where were they? Should we make a scene? What do we do for the dragons? We made a scene and a script. And a script. And I guess much like that. Round map. Do some logic with Halo. Now obviously this is a takodachi. So with the dragoons, we did those. So that should be pretty simple. So we give it a character, or we give it a script. We just log the script right there. Yep, we can. So, sprite 2D. This can go to the halo. That's the halo on it. Did I not change it to... What? Okay, I will assume that was not script. Anyway, back to the actual thing. And we want sprite 2D animated. Yeah, we're gonna make a new one. And to the interface. I do not remember exactly what we did for the Doki one, but I remember the steps. Hey, and if we animate it, oh yeah, that looks like it's moving for sure. So we get that in the scene, it'll look like it's moving. That's good. Can we change sampling to nearest? We're gonna go back to the Dokis and do that too. So, texture. Oh, that is probably better. Halo probably also needs to be nearest too. Okay, we probably need to do that to the Dokis as well. Oh yeah, we didn't do that to the Dokis. I can't believe I didn't do that to the Dokis. That is mean to Dokis. Sorry, the Dragoons, not Dokis. Yeah, and the legs, which are separate because they are animated and are also displayed back behind. Okay, and we need to go back to the snake part. Okay. We're gonna have a debug function. Select character. It's used, we have an alert. It's a side effect, but this is a debug function, so we don't intend to keep it, or at least have it in active game. So we're going to get an array of potential loadables. Actually, we should just have this separate, and we take that out. So initialize one resource. Is there like a pick random? Yep. Pick random. Or maybe not. Oh, actually we will. Okay, and then from there we can take, and we should make this in capital still, because that is our code standard now. So now we pick randomly our set, and we do debug, select character. So when we start, we should get both Ina's and Doki, or we thought we would. I probably misspelled Ina or something. All like Ina. Takodashi. Oh. Okay. I'm going to change this type to character to be. So physics box, that's what it's worrying about now. We will. It was animated. We need to add a script here. Let's make sure the game's not running. Actually, need a script here. Type script. Just go to the global one. Generic animation play. Yeah, we still have named as default, so that works. Oh, right, we need to have the physics. So let's copy the physics shape. The Takadashi. Thought I click on the script. Then for the Takadashi, we'll make it first. Higher priority. There we go. Higher priority, make unique. And we'll make sure it fits the Takadashi. It looks like the hitbox is actually a bit lower. So, oh, I want collision shape down. I thought I did. It's hard forgiving. Yeah, let's just keep forgiving. So now we got both Dokis and Takadashis. It looks like they're moving a little bit on top of each other. I think the Takadashis need a bit more room, which is fine. We can actually change that in the script. We'll make them an 8. Now that they're bigger, we're going to increase their collision shape by 2, 3. Because we're not going to be forgiving. So figure out that initial looming bug, but yeah. Now they got proper amount of space. Yippee. Oopsie. I might tell the dog to stop barking. Alright, so we got the basics for the Takadashi and the Doki Bird. Oh, what's that output there? Oh, it's... I don't even know what that's complaining about. I don't even have a plugin. I shouldn't have any plugins. Why is it complaining about plugins? Whatever. I don't care about that. So, now we need to make a laser for Doki Birds and some sort of healing orb that spawns in the arena for Takadashis. So, we're going to do a little bit more crappy art. We'll probably make these very small textures. First of all, we want to clear. Okay, red. I'm not going to base this off of any laser, we're just going to go straight into laser. Might be too harsh for red. Or not harsh enough. There we go. Ooh, whoops. Yeah, that might work. Oh. I'm going to swap these, gotta make sure I have a clear proper move. I'm gonna go generic because this is not related, and we're gonna make this laser. And this will be healing orb. which I do have, then copy the symmetry. So I cover half my face. Yeah, that could work. Green heart means heal, yeah. No, we're not moving the power shape. Try a different shape. Maybe we need a square. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to think. Does character already have animal? Or has rotation? That works. We'll have a proxy function. Or not a function, var. That's probably not right at all. It's probably using that. Yeah, because it's godot. Okay. I was thinking like a C# developer. Alright, now it's compatible with the other code. We want to keep it like that too. I don't want to mix rotation in this at any point. That will actually possibly cause issues with the way characters work. Not lasers though. Lasers actually need to face the direction they're going to. Lasers are brave. And we need a function for updating for movement. Move. What should be process? Probably should do physics process for a lot of these, but it's a simple game. We don't need to worry about that at the moment. Let's take from the snake logic. We just wanted to add snakes, or not snake, add lasers today in an enemy. And hit the enemy with the lasers. So we got like, I'd say an hour and a half to do that still. We goofed off a little bit too much today, but that's fine. Superior. Oh, velocity is what we're thinking of. We're going to have to add some on collision code too. So we're going to have velocity there. That's what we wanted. Blah, blah, blah. Direction 2. This is what we want exactly, I'm pretty sure. Yep, that is exactly what we want. Plus, it might look, well, it may not look choppy. Do the physics process. I don't remember how godot does it. Velocity change, we don't even have to worry about that. We just do velocity here. You need to make it more complex, we make it more complex. Oh, that didn't fix it. What's complaining? Oh, character body already has a velocity. That's cool and all, but we're not going to use godot's physics at the moment. So we're going to make a script called world. Yep. Change this type. Probably have to node, honestly. So, So on ready, we want to have enemy node, which will probably equal enemy. So we want that. So yeah. But not 2D, just a bit. Yeah, no. And this will be enemies. And we want to make it accessible anywhere inside this scene. So we need unique name. There, it's accessible. And we need the same concept for bullets. Which are different. Alright, now I got bullets. Position. Here's position. Maybe we should name that objects. Just so it's not just bullets, we can also put hearts in there too, is the idea. Right now, hearts, and they're independent, then they interact when they hit something. The idea. Enemies, they'll be different logic though. Maybe different logic. So we have to go up 2 layers at this point to get to an actual testing script. This would make this global somehow. I'm not a big fan. Doing constants here, we might have to do a constant here. Or singleton type thing. Because the problem is they can't see what their parental environment is going to be. So I'm going to have to... Yeah, we will have to do a static call. Okay. We'll do it that way then. Static current. If I could actually type today. So by the current. And with that, so enter, is there enter, what would be a function, enter function, in, so enter tree, current is not null. That way we know. And when we exit tree, our current equals null. There. That way we should always be able to get a current. Which call world.current and get this current object. And we do objects. So that should work well. So where's Doki? We need to go back to the Dokis. Dragoons, I mean. So now we're going to make the fire lasers now. So we're going to add a function called, well, maybe we should do haste global to all characters. So we're going to add that up there. wherever character's top lane part. There it is. So we're going to add a global variable that works for all. Haste. So every 150 whatever, it's going to fire. That's the idea. And then the actual countdown should be done on the Dokibird side. Haste count down. Do we want to do it that way? Actually, we could just make actions global. So we have haste here, and var haste countdown. We'll make it kind of global. So function, not draw, process. So haste countdown. Less than 0. We will do action. And this will be our abstract do action. So Dokibird will have to call do action. And we will do a world.current enemies I'm thinking. So I actually want to do a full laser load. So I'm going to take a little bit of code from snake part. That's why I don't want to remember the names of things. So basically, we're going to take that load part and do for laser. I'll need that pick random. Not PNG, not PNG. There. And we don't want that on enemies, actually. We want that. It's a testing environment. Oh, that's not it. That's definitely it. Yeah, objects. Hopefully it's just add node. Actually, what would self be? Oh, add child. Okay. And what's next? So we actually have the laser. We also want to set the laser rotation. I should figure it out. I'm like, add child laser. So whining about. Oh, yeah, we need the capital world. Let's see how bad this goes. It instantly crashed. Oh, because his countdown is nil. So tune on ready just so it does it on ready. And that will equal haste. spaced, so don't do 1,000 like once. Okay, maybe a few things we do wrong. It could also just be too big of a number. Is this by seconds? So I don't know if that actually gets committed or it's too long. I think it was too long. Okay, yeah, it might be too long. Okay, yeah, it's like 25. So I definitely wouldn't know. It's like every 25 seconds, so 1.5 seconds. Okay, that is technically the breaking point we wanted to see. So, alright, maybe now I should have placed the debugger. Okay, direction 2. Oh, because they aren't. It's not going to have a. Okay. Okay, maybe we need to rename getParent to getController. Which in most cases, for character, will be just getParent. Returns getParent. However, in the case of the bullet, it controls itself. Well, that's really wrong. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, we didn't do a getParent here, did we? Or getController. Okay. Well, lasers are completely wrong. Lasers have the same position as Doki, and they don't. That is the number one mistake there. I did put it on Doki, right? What? Did I put it on Takadashi? We will not speak of this. Okay, and okay, and we need to remove that countdown. Now we know how it works. Okay. Back to Goki, or no, laser. Laser we need to fix. We have an issue with that angle. So we're going to fix on the sprite itself. I think because it's pointing upwards, probably needs to point to the side, because I think that's the way the math works. So, in here, we probably just need to change the angle. Okay, I will just have it be perfectly 90. And then if I can transform on this too. Thank you. Nope, not exactly. Nope, not that. Okay. Now lasers face the way they're going. I find it funny how the lasers bounce too. I won't adjust the collision layer. We'll do that when we get enemies started. Drink water if you have it. I just did. Okay. I like that as is. Anyway. So now we know it hits things, or it bounces off things at least. Okay. We want to add fade. And fade in lifetime to lasers. We probably want to do that. We'll give it 10 seconds. Minus equal time. We have no remaining lifetime. Query free. Oh. Q free. So it lasts 10 seconds, and after that it's dead. We also want the laser to slowly fade. So we know the max lifetime, we know the current lifetime. So should have like opacity as an option somewhere. I don't know if we can do that. If we can do that just on character or. Let's do just on character first. So self dot not visible. Maybe it is just one of those. Like I can see him fade now. Oh, I like that. And it broke when it died. Okay. Because it still hit something. Well, we have the bodies remove code. So do instances valid on... Oh, don't erase the other code. Do that first. I'm gonna copy this to the other one. And I don't think it crashes. Yippee. Only downside is not going around in direction like I thought I told it to. But that doesn't matter. That was just temporary as is anyway. Because now we want to add an enemy. So, the question is how we're going to do an enemy. An enemy could probably be a character too. But they're going to want to have the direction of the head snake. So they want to get the player. So... Angry. No, we're not going to do that. Angry Dragoon. So, legitimately, it is just going to be a Dragoon. So, hmm. That'll be confusing though. Maybe for now we should make Takadashi's enemies. So we can just take what we already did today. But that is a bunch of old videos. We don't want to see that. Takadashi's. So we'll go on paint.net. We'll take our two variants here. So, Takadashi mood, but it's angry. And the same goes for this one. And then hopefully we can just replace that line black with red. Okay, maybe not as easy as we thought. Oh yeah, because of the bug. Well, not really a bug, just... No. Maybe like that. Nope, I don't think I wanted that. Maybe I should make a tic-tac-toe board. Actually, if I can put that in, maybe I should put that in, was the joke. Oh my god. I'm gonna remove this bot. Go into mod view, apparently. I don't care about that. I just... Hmm. We got hit by some bigger auto mod. It's annoying. I wanted to ban them myself. Well, hopefully it doesn't show up. Hmm. Do like an evil version of the Halo. A little horn. Maybe one more pixel. Oh yeah, that's funny. Hmm. Okay, so we have a first enemy. Oh. We need Angry Dragon later. What we do want to do... Angry. Okay. Place to the scene. I want it to be a separate scene. It's a little annoying, but we'll figure it out. So we definitely want an enemy script also. But it'd be on simple probably. Okay. So angry, or angry. No, that's... No. I want to change this to a character. And we're going to attach the script. Extends. Probably enemy. Enemy. So I have available angle also, and just like a missile. I should rub it in the script missile. Where would I put laser? Which other objects actually? Just like laser, I don't know about remaining lifetime. Thinking. Yeah. I also want to get velocity. So I actually class name this Enemy. I had copied these already over to talk about shit. Apparently I didn't. Okay. Let's look at that in 2D. Which we're going to want to change the animated sprites. Oh, wait, we first need to make this unique. Make that unique also. Okay. I don't think I saved the Angry Takadashis. Let's actually save that difference. Oh, whoa. It should be obvious that they're evil. Should be obvious. At least I hope it would be obvious. Ah, there we go. So that's the move one. Where's the folder select? When I do animation. That's right there. Okay. That's good. And we're going to want this to be the evil crap. Okay. And Angry Takadashis move towards the player. Yeah, FTP script. So, should we look at world dot get? Where is not world? So we do want to get those variables. So it's that testing environment player. We're gonna make that an actual name grab. Okay. Oh, well, that is syntax behavior. Okay, player. Then we can get any node basically. We're just gonna get the first node out of laziness, which means they're gonna go after the tail. Which is fine. We can change that behavior later. Child 0. So, angle. So our desired angle. Something on my chair. Too much. Sorry. Probably sub dot angle. Okay. Oh, current. Yeah, that was the issue. Anyway, yep. Dumb mastery. I need to think. Call myself the dumbass. So yeah, we get the child 0. We got desired angle. There should be a function. Actually, I should just look up what snake parts do, because that knows how to do it. The point, that's not what we want. We want velocity change. Oh yeah. That's for the baby part, but we want the full part. Desired angle and rotate towards. So we want rotate towards. Why is it whining? Have delta. We don't have any speed. We should have a. Let's copy part. Alright. Now sheets of movement logic, and it's golden. So we go to that direction. Let's see that one. We wanted direction 2, and then change position. I know, we're using math. And we'll just take the whole. Enemy velocity? Yep. Alright. And they should head towards the player. We should test that. By actually throwing in them in the scene. And the position should be, let's just pick it 100, 100. It's not even enemies will bounce. It's that anger that Takadashi is. I want to see what that speed up the start was about. No, it wasn't a speed up, it's just. Well, maybe it was kind of a speed up. Let's make this position a bit harder for it to get to me. Okay, anyway, for donkeys, first step is we need to have lasers actually fire at the enemy. So it'd be random F. It's going to need to be let's first skin enemy. So okay, let's try that. Oh, that broke. Okay, let's see what script says. So we got enemies. Current world. Oh, we didn't get children. That was the problem. No, the last problem. Okay. Type of nil. Oh. I crashed again. Why did I crash this time? Oh, I'm setting. Oh, actually. Direction 2 is not what we wanted. Angle 2 is what we wanted. Wow. No, that math is not right. I'm gonna go vector 2 math. Angle to point. Oh my. Why is it named that? Okay. Now we're properly firing beams at the Takadashi. But we have no hitboxes. What are we to do? Oh, none to fear. We actually do have hitboxes. So, this could be a little bit tricky though. So for mascot snake part, we do store health here. And we do store current health. When we do on ready, we make it the character health, so that's good. That's actually. The enemy probably should have current health too. Or, I probably should random health. I'll make that a default of 3. 3 hits and it's out. So get controller, turn itself. So here's where we have to set up the layers. Finally, for hitboxes. So all will have hitbox layer 1. Friendly would be hitbox layer 2. Since we decided to make the enemies different entities. And we will have to make lasers check 3 for 2. So where? I'm just trying to brain freeze. Well, relaxed. We're not rushing to get this done today, even. Although I do want to have at least enemies die and take damage and maybe spawn in first day. Or second day. Sorry, second day. We don't need that anymore. What's the children doing? Alright, I know what he's doing. I'm just being blonde. So, angle to point, laser, agile, laser. Oh, that's right. That's alright. Where are we? Right, we were to do damage. I haven't done magic numbers, but I'm not sure the best way to do it for have it all in the editor. But we could do a constant still. So constant. I have box layers 3 for enemy, and players 2. And 1 is global. So we'll add this to character. I probably did a oopsie on the enemy. Let's fix that. Yep, I did 90 there. I did make it 2, right? Not 1. I made it 1. Okay. Well, anyway, we're going to go into regular Dragoon, set the collision layer to 1 and 2. Oh, that's on character. It's collision layer 1 and 2. And then Takadashi's character, collision layer 2. And then for enemies. Alright, and also for enemies, alright, these are bullet. So we're going to add the function take damage. Damage, int, amount, int. We're going to make it 1 by default. Oh, I put that on character. I put that on enemy, actually. Okay, and we'll have health. Let's see, this is the amount they take. And if, oh, not health, current health. And the current health is less than 0. Query free. Because at this point, they're gone. We don't want them anymore. Anyway. I know this is technically feedback, so this is not true good coding, but whatever. It's got a side effect. Side effect's not good. Anyway, on to the snake part, which will have 2 side effects, unfortunately. I'm doing the same thing. So, we're going to take that. Snake part, which is 2 parts of the current health, right? Yeah, we do. Cool. Where's that export? Should not be export. Because that is based off of character health. And we take damage there. Okay, actually we should do this in the process. If superior Is instanced valid for superior. So, if it loses its superior, it will just automatically go for the superior. Hopefully that works as planned. Otherwise, it will query free just like the other one. Don't like that being 2 spots, but if we have a third, we'll do it. But right now we just have 2, and they're very simple functions, so we'll just ignore it. What else do we need here? That's great. Mighty. So our current health, enemy velocity. If we made less than the player. Right, laser needs to collide. And it's under objects, laser. So, hopefully we can just do a... I hoped we could do it, but maybe not. I don't care about input events. I don't care about entering and exiting tree. We already got stuff for that. So we don't care about the mouse. But we also want the... Nope, that has nothing. Well, we're gonna have to repeat then. Does this need mask? Alright, and we got that touched. I should get Area 2D to actually have a no call when it enters the body. Actually tap that up here. And we're going to add another variable called damage, which for now is just 1. We don't know what the type's. Well, we just know it's character. No, I don't know what type of character. Anyway, body dot get controller dot maybe that's an issue. Oh, actually, I can just have this as a bool. So, lasers never take damage. That's simple. Smells up there. Enemy. Damage here. If a bullet hits another bullet, it doesn't do anything. They go through each other. There. And we don't care what the amount is. Ta-da! Okay. And then laser, which we're already in. I thought I had a function. Okay, we're going to disconnect and reconnect that. So if they do that, we will query free. Because we damaged them. And we'll pass our damage variable. Yippee! Okay. Okay, we destroyed ourselves. Okay, well, we broke it. We broke it in there too. Okay, we should do it earlier. Oh, that's be nice. Okay, move size and go. Okay, well, right now the doki birds are blowing themselves up, so that's not working as intended. So I'm probably running collision layers. We did 3, or we didn't. Did we even set it up? Oh, we might actually want to remove. We had collision layer 1, didn't we? Yeah. Or no, that's the my mask. I'm wondering if I'm going crazy here. I thought. Oh, there it is. It does exist. Okay. So here, if we don't blow up. Why is it only 2? Oh, and it lost its parents. Okay, there's a couple issues there. Should be wild. So all superior exists, and they're not a valid instance. Superior equals superior superior. Well, seems perfectly right to me. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Okay. Now things work as intended. Okay. Okay. And Takadashi, they also need a area like this one. Copy that. Oh, right. I should actually make this no layers. And Doki, I should give it a layer. So save that. Alright, Doki, Dragoons, whatever. So I don't actually know. I'll do my own collision layer set. So 3, sure, but we don't want to make it enemy dot hitbox layer. And now we make it laser. There we go. That's what we wanted. Alright, that's what we want. Uh-oh. It's not working. Takadashi should be 3, right? 1 and 3, obviously. We need a mask. Let's try a mask. Well, it should have taken damage by now. And lasers don't go through things it hits. Okay. That clearly did not work as planned. Okay. Let's rethink this. Run. So maybe we need to do that later. We do that. Will work as planned. And we got the one Doki bird. I think that hit him. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay. Okay. Now we know the... So, mass that matters, not layer. Just to be sure. Yep, it is that. Okay. Happy with that answer. We like that answer. So, learn more about Godot today. As you can tell in another game I'm working on, I don't mess with the layers like this yet because we haven't got the physics working on some part to it. Oh, I don't even know if I made that public here. Anyway. You actually may need to make it so that Takadashi touches the player. They're doomed. So, Angry Takadashi probably needs that thing we were going to get. And it doesn't need that scene thing anymore because it's not here, connectable anymore. And it needs to have this one copied. And it needs body entered. On Angry Takadashi. So here it's going to actually just damage the player. Damage. We just damage. That way lasers don't bounce off of themselves. And that shouldn't happen anyway, but let's just keep it this way. Or them can't damage themselves. Well, actually they could damage themselves if they're in the same mask layer, but they're not going to be in the same mask layer. Which we should fix that while we're talking about that. And there's that same code there, so mask layers 2. Use the mask layer here be 2. Actually, it should only be 2. And we go back into players, it should only have 3, because that's their damaging layer. For future reference. Okay, back to Angry Takadashi. Don't damage yourselves. And that's just an endless cycle until one of them blows up. That's the goal. I think they blew themselves up. We need more. We need more Takadashis. So let's actually go into testing world. And let's add a unique script called create enemies. No, that's not what we wanted. Okay, well, process. Function process. I don't want to do it every tick. So. Every 30 seconds will spawn. No, pick it every 10 seconds will spawn Takadashi. And we go to our integer problem or float. Never. So we're gonna. Actually, we could take it from Angry Dragoon, or not Angry Dragoon, just Dragoon. Not the statue. Okay. It's gonna be the taco. Actually, we should do remaining ones. Delta. Actually, less than 0. Now we do what we want. Later, I like spawn points or something, but for testing purposes, we need this way. Taco. Anyway. Child taco. We got there. And we want to respawn and fix the timer. There we go. Oh, we're all Takadashi. Let's not go hitbox. Oh, it's one spawn there. Well, we need a faster spawn rate. Must be a victory dance for me. Alright, that's pretty good. So now we got a full game mechanic. Got the damage enemies, got the damage player, a lose condition technically, a win. I don't know if there'd be a win condition, but yes, fully functioning game at this point. I mean, it's not really good, but yeah. I think I'm gonna call it quits here. So I'm gonna actually no, we should make the README update. No, I should do that off stream. I need to put some links in there. So besides the README, that's all I'm gonna do for today. I'm gonna delete that reference sheet again so I don't get in the git commit. And that is everything. We got a basic running game. It only took like 7 hours, 8 hours. I'll take it down to 6 hours without laziness. And not knowing all the godot functions and everything. And also we had to make the art, and I'm granted it was only like 4 pieces of art. But yeah, okay. And also stream stuff that lasted probably about an hour in total, and then me messing with things. And then me just not being decisive on a few things. So we definitely took some time to decide how we're going to move physics. We didn't just slap a game together, we need to figure out how we're going to do these physics. So, yippee. And then we can also maybe add healing. Probably need to add like a health bar under all of them. So that's like for next time. Probably do it like a Wednesday, I'm thinking next time. Add some more enemies, add more mascots. Yeah. Anyway, that's all. Everyone have a good time. Have a good weekend. Get plenty of sleep.